coin.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with CoinOp. Now, for today's video, I wanted to show everybody an upcoming auction that you can already go and start bidding on over in Heritage Auctions. Now, this one is an online auction, and it deals with error coins right here. The Dallas, Texas Error Coinage Auction. It's an online auction. Now, I was originally on here just checking it out, browsing the auction, stuff that had really low bids. You know, I started messing around, placing small bids until I came across something that just blew my mind. I had no idea this was in the auction. I came across this beautiful 1988 Lincoln cent. Now, at first glance, you might not notice anything too special about it, unless you've got a keen eye, but this is one of my favorite varieties. This is one that I've dreamed about owning. There are only a couple of these in existence that I know of. It's very near impossible for me to even get images of this, but this is the 1988 doubled ear variety. This is a double die obverse listed as FS 101. Now let's zoom in and take a look at this doubled ear. Now, if you're looking at this one, doubling you're pretty much only going to see on the ear. But that is the doubled earlobe right there. You're not really going to find strong doubling anywhere else on the coin. If we go and examine the rest of this coin, you're not really going to see, let me turn down the brightness a little bit. You're not really going to see that strong of doubling. Now, this, like I said, is a very rare double die. I've dreamed about owning one of these. Yeah, like I said, you're not really going to see too much doubling anywhere else on the coin, just on the earlobe. So that is the 1988 double die obverse. Now, this one was graded by PCGS in an MS66 red. That is a nice high-grade example. Look at that. You can see that doubled ear right there. Isn't that fantastic? Let's take a look at the reverse. That is a 1988 doubled ear Lincoln cent. This is just a wonderful coin. I wanted to show everybody this just because this is just not something you see every day. It's currently up to $625. I'm watching it. I can't afford to bid on it at this point in time. If anybody wants to get me an early Christmas gift, I would definitely love one of these. I think there's only about 3 or 4 of them that are known. So this is just a very rare, very rare double die. I imagine this figure is going to go much higher than this. Probably the $2,000 range would be my estimate, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to watch this one. Now, I wanted to show you some of the amazing coins that I did find over here in their error coin auction. And I just started going through these. I recommend coming over and taking a look at some of these, because some of them still have really low prices. Bidding hasn't gone up too high on them yet. Like right here's a 1988 struck 30% off center. This one's only at $11 in bidding. And that's a NGC graded coin. But let's take a look. There are some really cool coins on here that I wanted to show you. Some really cool clips and multi-errors. Here's one that I'm watching. This is a straight clip and a broad struck Lincoln cent. So it was struck where it ballooned out. Its retaining collar probably wasn't properly secured, so it ballooned out, but it was also clipped Planchet. So that's a dual error. Now this is only at $11 in bidding right now. I imagine that's probably going to go up in the probably $50 to $80 range. Maybe more. Let's take a look here. There are some really cool examples of coins. Right here, I think this is amazing. This is a 1968 S Lincoln cent canceled die. I guess that's the top of it. They have to torch it so you can't mint your own. But this is an NGC graded canceled die for the 1968 S Lincoln Cent. Right, and its tube. Thought that was kind of cool. If you ever go to coin shows, you'll eventually come across canceled dies. There are lots of people who collect the canceled dies. Some of them have some really wonderful collections of them. Let's see here. Check this one out. This is really cool. This one's already up to $280. Now, this is a double struck and a die adjustment strike. So it was double struck, one strike facing the other way, the coin rotated, and it was struck again. And they were adjusting the die. So you can see the 1966 in Liberty. There's the 1966 in Liberty. There's Lincoln on top of himself. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the reverse real quick. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, when you see a lot of these vice jobs or hammer jobs, these coins that are damaged that people are trying to fake an error, where they take 2 coins or 3 coins, put them together, and either put them in a vise and squeeze them or hit them with a hammer to try and make impressions. This is kind of what they're trying to make it look like, but it's not the same thing. This is a beautiful error coin. I would love to have something like that in my collection. Here, this one's pretty cool. This is a bow tie clipped planchet. You don't see this that often. So this is a clipped planchet, just basically the coin was struck on just some scrap in the shape of a bow tie. That's a clip planchet that you're only going to see once in a blue moon. That is pretty nifty. All right, there were some really cool ones up here. You've got a lot of these that were struck on a silver dime planchet. Now here was a really beautiful dual error coin. I like seeing error coins where it's more than one error. Those ones just blow me away when they get out of the mint. And this is one of them. So this one is off center. It was struck off center. And then it also has a Brockridge error. So that is just pretty cool. That is not one I have seen like this before. I just think this is amazing. I'm definitely tracking this one. Curious to see what that one ends up selling for, especially being in an MS65 holder. Here is a pretty cool one. This is 2 coins. This one is a wheat cent that split after the strike, so the planchet split. Let's take a look at the reverse. The reverse is normal. The obverse is extremely weak. This one only weighs 1.59 grams. And then here's a Lincoln cent, Lincoln Memorial, that the same thing. This one split after the strike. And this one weighs 1.57 grams. There's the verse, there's the reverse. So I thought those were pretty cool. All right, check this out. This is awesome. Here is a 1943 Lincoln cent that was struck on a silver dime planchet. So this one would probably blend right on in with a handful of steel cents. So basically, by the sound of the silver, I imagine how they figured out what it was at first. This clearly has been circulated. It's graded XF40. But even at an XF40, in an XF40 grade, it's already up to $2,300 in bidding. What a beautiful coin. But it is already up to $2,300 in bidding. That's $2,760 after buyer's premium. I am definitely going to watch this one. I want to see what this ends up selling for. I bet this one's going to go probably in the, I don't know, $7,000, $8,000 range. We'll see. That might be a little bit of a high estimate, but we will see. Here is an elliptical clipped planchet. I have only ever owned one of these, and I did sell it. I put it in an auction on Facebook, and it sold for right around $100. And mine was raw, not graded. Now this one's graded by PCGS in an MS65. This is a pretty scarce clip. You don't see these that often, these elliptical clips. These are very scarce. I've only ever owned one of them, and I had it for a brief period, and then I sold it. But this one's already up to $130 in bidding. Actually, Actually, I'm going to track that one as well. I want to see what a graded example of that goes for. They just have some really, really amazing coins up in this auction. I mean, right here is a large cent blank Planchet. There's a penny blank with a large cent. You've got, this is kind of cool. Here is a 1773 half-cent Virginia half-penny, and it's got a clipped Planchet. Tell me that is not cool. Mint error from the 1700s, right here in our country. That is wild. Let's look at the reverse. Check that out. It even says Virginia. There's the date. At least you can see the date. Nice, clear as day. That is a wonderful coin. All right, here we've got a 1973 S 50-cent piece, a Kennedy half dollar that was triple struck. This was struck 3 times. Graded proofed 64. That one's already up to $3,600 in bidding. Here is a 1977 S 5-cent nickel struck on a copper cent Planchet. This is a proof too. That's pretty scarce that a proof can get out like that. So that is a proof nickel struck on a Lincoln cent Planchet. That's pretty wild. Let's see. Here we got a 50-cent piece struck on a 1 cent. That is wild. That one's already up to $1,300. I'm going to track that one. But now, if you're looking for something to do while we're all stuck at home, well, there are some fantastic coins that Heritage has up for auction, and the auction ends April 15th. So head on over to Heritage, take a look at some of these just wild coins. Here is really cool. It's a flip over triple struck dime. I mean, they just have some wild error coins in this auction. I strongly suggest, if you're into error coins, of going over and taking a look, at least browsing some of these. This is just wild, some of the stuff that they have in here. Like, here's a 1971 S Lincoln cent that's triple struck, and all 3 of the strikes are off center. You got things like that. It's just wild. So there you go. And I definitely was blown away seeing this 1988 doubled ear Lincoln cent. This is one of my absolute dream coins. If there's one coin in all of the Lincoln cent series that I could have in my collection, it would be this one. Before I'd get a 1969 S double die, I would own one of these. I really love the doubled ear varieties. This is just a super rare one. I've never even been able to examine one of these in person. I've never seen one. So just to be able to know that there's one in auction that I can watch the auction on, that's kind of cool. I would definitely love to have this in hand, though, but someday. Well, there you go, everyone. Okay, YouTube coin community, just a heads up. If you were to head over to Amazon or onto Kindle, I do have a new book out called Undervalued Coins for Investing. Now, I recently did a video series, a 3-part video series on coins for investment, and that was the basis of this book. Now, this book goes into much greater detail about various coins that I feel you can get right now for very little money that is definitely going to increase drastically in value. Some of these coins you could get for a couple $100, and there's less than 200 known surviving examples. So those are only going to go up in value. So if you're into things like that, go over to Amazon, take a look at my book, check it out, order a copy for yourself. Well, everyone, we definitely hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments which one of these beautiful, fantastic error coins you would like to have in your personal collection. If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, click on that subscribe button. And while you are at it, click on the notification bell. That way you get notified immediately when we upload new content. Well, everyone, until next time, have fun.